We're going to go back to the first round now. And this is where I knew this was going to be a special draft in the first round on Thursday night. Steelers get Broderick Jones out of Georgia. We get Kenny Pickett, a certified bodyguard. We get Najee Harris, a big body to run behind. And Ike, this was another thing I couldn't help but notice. And Petty Mark's going to come out here on the show this morning. The Patriots making the trade with the Steelers prevent the Jets from drafting Broderick Jones at 15. So they prevent their rival from getting a clear upgrade to Pittsburgh's upgrade. Thank you, Bill Belichick, helping out the Steelers in the draft. I couldn't help but notice this. I love this pick, and it's the first offensive lineman drafted in the first or second round for the Steelers since David DeCastro back in 2012. I love this pick, and I knew it was going to be a good draft as soon as they selected Broderick Jones in the first round.
BJ don't even know how good he is. He's a kid, a young man, I won't say. All he want to do is have fun and just smash people's faces. But he don't even know his potential. Like, football is just, he just love football, Mark. I mean, you see the YouTube, you see him, catching alley-oops, you see him shooting threes, you see him shooting jumpers. You were like, was you like a little small forward for basketball? No, I play football and I'm a dog. Matter of fact, I went to Georgia where we all dogs. So that's Broderick right there. But just see him come up in the war room, greet himself to everybody when we had a break, see how tall he was, how athletic he was, how in shape, how fit he was at the time. And then when you just pop on the tape, you like, oh, he got that Mortal Kombat mentality, that finish him mentality. You know what I'm saying? So the sky's the limit for Broderick. The sky's the limit, man. As a matter of fact, you can take the sky out. He's somewhere in sci-fi. This kid here, he's just he's what your franchise needs, want to have, and represents. All that man do is love football, Mark.
Finish him. I love that. And I'll say this. I saw some clips, some footage, some tape where he's going out on the screen pass, going hunting for linebackers and DBs, and he's moving too. A guy that big shouldn't be able to move the way that he can move. It's got to be an opposing defender's worst nightmare, Ike.
And we call them dancing polar bears. When guys are that big, 300 plus pounds, but that light on the feet, it's a problem. That agile, who can move, who loves getting off the offensive line and going to the second and third level of the defense and having that finish 'em mentality. That's not, them guys don't come around too often. They really don't. And he's just a baby, Mark. That's the crazy thing about it. The young man's just a baby, but he don't even know how good he finna be. We just getting back to football players. Guys who love the sport of football. And it shows on tape. It shows when you like football and you halfway, going through your workouts and you halfway making excuses why you don't want to get up. You halfway being late to class in school, to guys who really do love football. And that's all they want to do. That's all they know. When you ask them a question, what would you do if you didn't play football? And they say, I don't know. That's how you know guys love football. So that's what we're doing right now for that organization. But Broderick, BJ, he just somebody cool to be around. Like you could tell, like, with the baby face, he ain't gonna do no wrong. And what I mean by that is, like, even if he do something, it's like he have a way of being like, I'm sorry. He's beyond his years when it comes down to the maturity part, Mark. But he's still a baby. As far as like his body wise, he's still a baby in the game. I'm just so glad we got him.
From a positional standpoint, too, if you want to keep him on the left side where he started all of the games in 2022 for the national champion Georgia Bulldogs, you can keep him there. Dan Moore Jr., you could then say, hey, do you want to compete for the right tackle position with Chukwuma Okorafor? So there's going to be competition there. I'm very curious to see how the Steelers handle all of that, just considering that you have two players with starting experience in Dan Moore Jr. and Chukwuma Okorafor. Now you bring in the first-round pick with Broderick Jones. And speaking of Jones, too, I look at, back-to-back national titles, Ike, and think about all of the great defensive players that Georgia has sent to the NFL. So he's accustomed to practicing alongside high caliber NFL talent. before he even enters the league. It's just yet another feather in his cap. And honestly, I'm surprised he was there at 15, and credit to Omar Khan and the front office for being savvy enough to trade up to get a guy that was clearly coveted, because had the Steelers not done that, again, he would have been a New York Jet.
Yeah. You said it. You said at the beginning of this topic. You know what? Let me holler at somebody who's in that division. The Jets might be looking for an offensive lineman because they just got Aaron Rodgers to protect. Let me holler at New England right quick. New England, y'all really want the Jets to have Broderick? Nah. Do y'all want Broderick? Nah, we don't. Okay. Can we slide up? Yeah. Hold on. Give me 5 minutes. Bam. Boom. Here we go. Let's move. And that's just how it is in them war rooms. And I'm just talking like, I'm saying if I'm Omar, it didn't really actually go down like that. But since you brought it up like that, the Jets, and they play in the same division, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm trying to see the tea leaves beyond just the Steelers organization of how all of that went down. And Ike, I'm very plugged in on media and Twitter and watching the draft and everything too, but that's how it would have went down otherwise. And again, then the Steelers end up getting Joey Porter Jr. at 32, in which case, had they gotten him at 17, it still would have been cool. But then I'm seeing the value